Okay, my dear Sagittarius, this is my second time trying to record this. The first time I got halfway through and realized it's not recording. So, today we're going to look at February for your sign. I hope you're all well, happy, healthy, wealthy, and abundant. Maybe you've been dealing with things like that, like you've been investing a lot of work into something and then realizing, like, oh, I didn't even submit it, or it's not even going anywhere, or something like that. But all right, I'm going to divide the reading into three parts. The first 10 days, the second 10 days, and then the third 8. I think we only have 28 days in February, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to look at also career, money, and then love after this. So hang tight. We're going to get a little bit of everything, but we're going to first see what the advice from Spirit is, or what is coming towards you. I'm glad I paid attention at least to look up halfway through, because it would have been bad if I would have done the whole thing and then lost it. Excuse me. Lots of fire. Lots of major arcana too. Lots of fire, lots of majors. But you're a Sagittarius. Of course, there's going to be lots of fire. Y'all are pretty fiery. Alright, so the first cards I got are the Star, the Fool, and the Queen of Fire. And then this deck, the Fool, is called the Dreamer. The first thing I get from this is like you are something's, it's like you've manifested something, or you're trying to manifest something. You've let go of things that you haven't necessarily needed. You've healed. You're ready to like start fresh. And you're just ready. Like you're fired up. Like you got a glow about you with the Queen of Wands. Um, Super fired up. And so the star says happy times, making positive, optimistic, long-term plans, and you're on the right path. So for me, this is saying that you've also done the healing and the work required to really get out there again. And then the Fool is, of course, a leap of faith, following your dreams, unexpected opportunities. So you could be presented, like I said, you're manifesting, and you start to see little trickles of it. It's like the more that you've grown, the more that you start to see things move up, move closer to where it is you want to be, where it is you want to go. And that's probably why you're standing in this Queen of Fire. Like, that's you. You're embracing who you are, confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. I call Queen of Wands magic, right? It says, spread your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and curiosity. So I think, like I said, it's starting to trickle in, and it's like, yes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get it. I'm ready to take these opportunities and blow it out the water. Now, the next cards are the Three of Fire. In this deck, it's called Balance, but it is Temperance. And who had this in the middle of theirs as well? I think it was Leo. So, you might be dealing with a Leo or something like that. What the first thing I get from it is like you're seeing your ships starting to come in, right? But patience is still required. Like there's some kind of moderation that's needing to be had. Like you can't just be all fire. You gotta like use your brain. You gotta use your soul. You gotta fill it out, right? Don't just go 0 to 100 real fast. It's saying chill. Divine timing. Trust the process. It may not be, it's like you want to turn those trickles into like an overflow. And Spirit's like, hey, wait, just calm down. Because if you act too impulsively, then stuff might blow up in your face, right? And Sagittarius is with the, y'all are normally considered to be the Knight of Wands, and they're very kind of reckless. They see an opportunity and they're like, let's get it. And they don't think about it first. So it's like incorporating the mind, body, soul, right? So the Three of Fire, abundance. Things look very good. But what does it say? Have patience at this time and make long term plans. Yeah. Set some goals, set some schedules. Balance is here. It says it's the need for balance and moderation, cooperation, and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Yeah, this is going to be the middle of the month. Like I said, the first of the month, you're like, yes, I'm going to get everything I want. And Spirit's like, hold back. Because I got the Four of Earth next, too. It says being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, um, giving to those less fortunate. It's just, a time of patience. The middle of the month is gonna be like you're gonna have, because I see you in the first, like, fired up, just ready to set fires everywhere. And Spirit's like, wait, because if not, you might waste your money, or the right opportunity might miss you. You gotta just get grounded. Just calm down. It's coming. And then the last is the moon, the Two of Fire, and the Ace of Fire. And if you put the Two of Fire and the Ace of Fire together, that equals the Three of Fire. So that could be like an overflow of that, waiting for the ships to come in, and they actually come in. Maybe possibly by the next full moon. And it says important psychic insights, events going on behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So I think I'd say midweek of the last 8 days, or the like 4 days in, you're gonna come to like a halt, or like the halt is going to like open up, or like you're kind of being guided. Like the moon is guiding insights. You're gonna get an insight. You're gonna sit there and be like, well, which way do I go? Which opportunity? Because you might have a couple. And then by the end of the month, I see you rushing forward with that Ace of Fire. Like, it's time to move. I'm been standing here for too long. Like, I'm ready. I've got my plan. I've got my decisions. I've talked to Spirit. I've prayed. All that. I'm ready to go now. So it says you've come into your own. New partnerships or contacts continue to move forward. Yeah, you don't want to stay stuck at the Two of Fire, but you are being guided to like slow it down a little bit. Not stop completely, but just back up a little bit, because by the end of the month you'll be ready. And then the Ace of Wands, it says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So like I said, there's the trickle. It's like the beginning of the month you start to see it. The end of the month you're ready to go, or you've been ready to go, but it's time to go. Like, it's red light, yellow light, green light, go. And I think that's what I'm gonna name it. Red light, yellow light, green light, go. All right, so I'm gonna clarify, just, I mean, if it wasn't clear enough, but we'll see. All right. So to clarify the first 10 days, we have the Hierophant, the Fool, and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. This is mind, body, soul to me, right? Like, the body says, let's go, because you've got the Dreamer. The Hierophant is all about the soul. And then the Nine of Cups is all about, like, the heart. Or mind, body, soul. Body is the Fool, soul, and mind, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Anyways, this is like that. As much as you want to go, you know, you got to trust that you're guided. Like, you can't just jump off that cliff unless it's time. Filling yourself up with love during this time is really going to help as well. Leaning on spirit, just getting rid of the baggage. I see you doing that because the Fool came out twice. This is a great opportunity. You may have been laying down some people and things in your life that don't serve you. You may have really been like working on loving yourself more, taking care of yourself more, doing things that are good for the mind, body, soul, right? The Three of Pentacles to me. Very cooperative within self. You've got it. You've got that thing, you know? The Queen of Wands, like you've come into your own. Very healed energy. Okay, second 10 days. That song very Snoop Dogg is playing in my ear. Living my best life. Living your best life. Ain't got time. Smile. Right? And it's basically the same thing. I've got the Three of Cups on top of the Three of Fire. I've got the Four of Pentacles, which we had here. And then I've also got the Temperance card, which is here. So literally it just said the same thing it had already said. Like, yes, I know you're excited. I get that you see it coming. I get that you're ready. Get it. You're ready to move. But it's like Spirit's like, hold on. Hold on. We're putting it into, it's time to make a plan. It's time to just wait. Because when I say go, be ready to go, right? And no half-ass nothing. Because, you know, the Knight of Wands is sometimes a half-ass, or they move too quick. They don't have time to plan. So be like the Queen of Wands and, you know, control that energy and put it into, like, making a plan. Because I see that it's going to, like I said, red, yellow, green, go. And so by the time you get to here, the plans are already laid. You've already made your strategy. You've already, like, put the things into place. But yeah, it literally is the same cards that were there. I'm used to having like one that's the same. Like the first one was the Fool. But that's pretty much all the same message. Okay, I'm not happy with you cards. They've been trying to throw them at me this whole day. Give me a second. See, that's what happens if you try to move too fast. You're going to self-implode all over the floor. But that may be the feeling that you have. Just super excited. Ready. Okay. So the cards I got are the Lovers, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. This is meant for you. The Lovers, destined. Whether it be a person, I see it more as an opportunity, but it could be a person. Don't act impulsively with that Knight of Wands. Like, as much as you want to make that decision and go, it's coming. You're going to be able to. And with the Nine of Pentacles, I've got a lot of nines here. It's just reminding you, like, remember self. What's best for you? What is going to continue to heal that inner child? What is going to give you back the most in return, right? What is worth investing into and what isn't? And the Lovers is usually a choice, and with the Two of Fire, that's that choice, right? But it's also like, let's say you get a couple people approach you at one time, a couple job opportunities at one time. You've got to slow down. Like, you don't go for the first one. You don't just jump on the one that looks the best, because sometimes what looks the best ends up being the worst for you. So taking that time to really plan and seeing which one fits in alignment with your self-love and your self-worth and your goals and where you're headed, coming into that alignment's gonna be the, you know, the most important thing. But we're gonna look into career, and then I'll look into love, get a couple cards for this career. Talks fast. This is like the 5th or 6th sign that I've gotten that card in the same place from. It's weird. It's like everybody's getting it. Like as a collective. Okay, so for the first 10 days I have wisdom. It says, you are called to serve as a mentor for somebody, or as a role model and guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So maybe the job involves some kind of teaching or manager, or the opportunity that's meant for you best is being a speaker, like teaching people how to get out of their comfort zones. Because I know with Sagittarius is, y'all are so good at making plans though. Like, even though you're represented by the Knight of Wands, you're all about that action. Like, y'all have the best ideas. The only problem is the follow through maybe sometimes for y'all isn't as good as others, until like you temper that part of yourselves. But it says answers here. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. This is, like I said, as a collective, this answers card keeps coming out. Maybe you find a mentor or gain some type of wisdom. And then I've got rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. Yeah, that's your green light right there. Something happens and you're like, that's it. That's the one. Boom, right? And all the abundance flows in from everything that you've invested. And it's funny because I have the 9 of Pentacles, and to me this is representative of the 9 of Pentacles, right? Like, you're coming into your own, and with the 9s, they're all singular, so it's all about self and what is in alignment with what's best for you. And that's beautiful, Sagittarius. Y'all are growing leaps and bounds. That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to pull some like overall romance cards, characteristics of the person, and then like possible advice if you're in separation, things you can do, or something that may help to get the energy moving. But I really see that at least like 75% of the signs are all mainly guided towards career in February. And normally everybody's about love, right? Because it's Valentine's Day. But as a collective, there's only been a couple of signs that their main tarot was about love. Everybody else seems very focused on self, doing what's best for them, healing, growing, abundance. This is an abundant year. You could tell by just the fact that not everybody in February is showing up in love, or showing up looking for love, or dealing with love that doesn't work and stuff like that. Like, I'm seeing abundance across the board. And it says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. It's very true. And sometimes our usual type and expectations is the reason why we're single, right? So it's always best to keep an open mind. And then I've got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So yeah, they may differ from your usual type, but you're definitely going to be attracted to them. And then I got honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. There might be a lot of travel. You might end up marrying this person. Who knows? We'll see. And if you're in a relationship, maybe you'll be moving into marriage, something like that. Okay, characteristics. And these characteristics are not, well, when I bought them, I thought they were going to be like color of hair, eye color, you know, physical attributes, but they're not. They're basically like the internal person, which is really good too, like that characteristic of a person. But I was kind of looking for um, more of the looks when I bought this, but that's okay. Like, the only reason I was asking is because people are constantly asking me, what do they look like? You know? So this says barber. So they could be a barber, but it says an artist of tresses, trimming, beautification, adornment, and fashion. So they could be really into looking good. Always got their hair done. If it's a female, their nails done, their toes, they dress nice. Men, they smell good. Their hair is, you know, edged up and take good care of themselves. And then I've got driver, navigator of journeys, steering, passage. I can say that word. And welcome. So for me, they may have been through a lot, right? They may drive for a living, who knows? But it's like they're able to steer through obstacles. It gives me kind of a Sagittarius vibe or like a fiery vibe. Um, but they're safe. They're welcoming. They have a very warm energy, you know, like fire or a fireplace. You'll feel at home with this person. Okay, and like I said, these cards are normally for the people in separation. Excuse me. But sometimes they're not. It says dark side. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. Don't let it steal your joy. Yeah, maybe there's some shadow work that needs to be looked into. Maybe the dark side of your moon is a little, it comes out. And a lot of times I feel it has to do with like your lust, your urges, because I don't really see fear. I see more of like, that howling at the moon, rah. Because every time I see the moon, that's what I think of, like the animalistic urges. And if it's the dark side of the moon, you better watch out. You're gonna get the werewolf. Not gonna say that because I'm a Pisces, but then it says struggle. You feel like you aren't being supported. If it's not a team effort, it's best to stand alone. I think you've got that though. I think that's a lesson you've learned because I see very independent energy. I don't see you needing anybody else to accomplish this at all. I'm going to close it out with the Moonology. Just because it's the full moon in Leo. I don't know if it was the last 2 nights or if it's still tonight as well. But either way, the moon is always out. It doesn't matter what, what phase it's in. But we did just have a full moon in Leo. Okay, so it says balance spirituality and practicality. That's that temperance type of energy, right? Don't be too much in the dreams. Don't be too much in the physical. You've got to kind of blend them together, like co-creation. Like working, co-creating with spirit. Full moon in Pisces. And then you're very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. Very close. Like I said, red light, yellow light, green light, go. That's it. You got this. Anyways, my dear Sagittarius, I love you guys more than you know. Everything you do for my channel, I greatly appreciate it. If you like the video, smash the like button. And if you'd like to be entered into my subscriber surprise for February, all you have to do is like the video, leave me a comment, let me know what resonated with you or just that you'd like to be entered. You could say, hey, even, and I'll enter you in. But that's it. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.